Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another vlog. And in today's video, we're going to be adding a cool little accessory for Mamawhiski. Huge thanks to Boostautoparts for becoming the newest sponsor for Mamawhiski. And basically what we're going to be getting installed today is going to be a wireless charger for the center console of the truck. So I can show you guys what I have currently. In Mamawhiski, you guys can see I have this center seat. That's a jump seat, so it folds up and down. But what we're going to be adding, as I mentioned previously, is going to be a wireless charger. So basically this space all right here is going to become a wireless charger, so that way like I could just set my phone down. And since I recently got this brand new screen from dasaita, it has wireless Apple CarPlay, so I don't need to manually connect the cable to my iPhone to have the CarPlay. So now I can have the wireless CarPlay as well as charge it wirelessly, so that's going to be pretty cool feature. And right now I'm going to be heading to an audio shop, so that way we could get all the steps recorded. And that way I don't mess up, just in case, you know. It's better to have the professionals. I'm gonna be recording all the steps necessary to install this wireless charger into trucks like mine. So yeah, let me unbox it so you guys can see what the package looks like. So they sent it over in this package right here. I don't want to flip it over because I have my name on the other side. And so yeah, once again, huge shout out to Boostautoparts. It looks like they sent me some merch as well. Oh my goodness. Look at this, guys. It has their brand right here, Boostauto. Cool little design, you feel me? Oh yeah, this is tough, gang. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be rocking this in the future. Let's see what else is in the package, however. So this is gonna be the main part, guys. It's a wireless phone charger, and it has a video for instructions if needed. We're gonna see if we're gonna need those. I don't know if the audio shop's gonna have to use these steps, but yeah, here's the charger, well packaged with bubble wrap and all that. And it has the connection here, so you could power it up. And then right here we also have like some sort of harness. I believe it's also going to be used for the installation. So yeah, we're going to have to take that with the audio shop. And here's their note card, guys, if you guys are interested. They do a bunch of lighting stuff, as you guys can see, tow mirrors, all that cool stuff. And then right here, follow them, guys, on Instagram, on all socials, all right here. I think there's one last thing in here. Oh my goodness, what is this? Customization. Oh, it looks like it's a flag, guys. So it looks like they also sent us a cool little flag, you feel me? So you guys can see. Yo, this is big. Bro, this thing is huge, bro. Boostauto, you know their brand. So yeah, make sure you guys check them out, bro. They responded super duper quick to all of my messages and stuff. They've been super cooperative through email. So yeah, huge thanks to them. But yeah, I'm gonna get this folded up, and then I'm gonna head out to the audio shop right now, so we could get going with the video, you feel me? Show you guys how to install the wireless charger, and that way I can give you guys our final thoughts on the quality and all that. So yeah, let's get today's cold start, so that way we could get started with the video and install the wireless charger. Alright guys, so we're going to be getting started on installing the wireless charger. So to get started with the wireless charger, first we're going to open it up, and basically we're going to have to remove this trim right here on the inside. To remove that, here we're going to have to find 2 screws. We're going to have to remove this rubber trim right here, as you guys can see, and it has 2 nails on each side, each of which we're going to be removing to be able to remove this base. After that's removed, we can lift this. It has tabs on each side, and just like that we remove it. And there's going to be 2 more screws on each side of this base. Maybe another screw right there. Just like that, we'll be removing these connectors right here. First of all, it's going to be the USB adapter. Underneath that is going to be the harness that powers the USB adapter. On the other side, we're going to remove the cigarette lighter that gives power. So once you remove those, we can actually finally remove this whole base system right here. And just like that, it slides out. Alright guys, so what we're gonna do is the harness that came with the wireless charger, we're gonna be connecting the black bit onto the existing cigarette lighter power from the truck, and then we're gonna have this leftover gray cable. We're gonna leave that for now because that's gonna plug into the old cigarette lighter plug. And then the other side of this connector, we're gonna be using this to later connect it to the wireless charger itself. We're gonna be removing this original trim right here. We open up the center console, and on the bottom we have this plastic trim. This hold together by clips, so he's just gonna unclip it from each side, just as you guys can see right here. And just like that, you remove this plastic trim, and that way we can get to the bottom and be able to drill a hole. Since the wireless charger has a cable connected to it, we're gonna be drilling a hole right here, so that way we're able to route the cable and hide it so you don't see it. And so we're gonna just keep drilling until the cable is just about able to fit. So now guys, we're gonna check right here. As you guys can see, the cable is able to fit through. So now we're gonna open up the center console again, and in the inside we're gonna be removing the center trim, which has 4 bolts. Once the 4 screws are moved, then we're able to remove the top trim now, as you guys can see right here. So now we're gonna do the hole right here, as you guys can see, so that way we can route the cable. So now we have the hole. Once we made that hole bigger, now we're able to route the wire back inside and pull it out from the other side. And just like that, we have the cable on this axis, and that way we can connect it later on to the wireless charger. So on the top, we're basically gonna put back everything where we got it from. So that one just puts clips, and on the bottom we're gonna put back the 4 bolts that we removed. So once we put this plastic trim back on, basically we're gonna have to connect it right here, as you guys can see. After we have it connected, as you guys can see, there's 4 holes on each side of the charger, and we're gonna get some nails, and with the nails we're gonna be able to bolt it down. And make sure you guys, whenever you're connecting this, make sure you put the cable all the way in. That way you can hide it as much as possible, and that way it doesn't lift up the charger as well. And now we're gonna be putting the 4 bolts on each of these holes. Okay guys, and we're putting the nails in at wireless charger in place. So once we finish putting in the nails for the wireless charger, now we just put the mat that came with it, and it should just perfectly line up. And there we go, that's it. And now we're gonna get back to putting everything back to where it was. As you guys can see, we have all these cables that are left over. If you guys can see here, there's like a little space opening, so we're just gonna put those cables in there, so that way we can minimize the amount of cables that are just left open. And you guys can see, just like this, we're just pushing them inwards. That way when we also put back the plastic trim, it's not in the way. Now we're just gonna put back the plastic trim where it came from. We're just pushing it in, and then we're gonna put back the nails that it came with. So right now we're gonna be plugging in the old cables that were there, and it's gonna be the lighter adapter that comes from the Y harness. And just like that, we have everything connected. And now we're gonna be putting the 4 bolts back where they came from, in the center piece. Now we're putting the other piece on top where it came from. This one just had clips. And after that, we're gonna remove this rubber piece again, and underneath we're gonna be putting in the other 2 bolts. And just like that, the final step of today's video is we're gonna be putting back this center trim where it came from, and this one was just by using clips. So just like that. Alright guys, so I have just now arrived back home, and I'll be showing you guys the final result with this wireless charger and see what it looks like. And as you guys can see, this is going to be the final result of the charger. You guys can see it's sitting perfectly flush. This thing still works. You can't even see the cable. We ran it perfectly through. Everything is completely hidden, like nothing is out of the ordinary. But yeah, it sits perfectly. Right here, it's a little description. It says powered by boostauto, and just to keep metal objects off of the mat, 'cause it might like interfere with the charging. I have my phone, you guys can see it's not charging. I put it on the mat and it begins to charge immediately. Only thing I'm considering, however, is I think I'm gonna get a case on my phone, because it was low-key sliding a little bit, and I know just like as soon as you have a case, this won't be moving anywhere. Huge thanks to boostauto, it's working perfectly. You guys can see right here, when it's a red light, it means that it's off, or it's not recognizing whatever's like you have on here. And since I have nothing here, then it doesn't recognize anything. But as soon as I put my phone right here, it turns blue, and then that means my phone is charging now. But yeah, once again, huge thanks to boostautoparts for becoming a sponsor for Mamawhiski. They sent over the product, they sent the shirt, the banner. So yeah, thanks once again, and thank you all for watching this video. There's a quick little installation tutorial on how to install this wireless charger if you guys are interested. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share. Share it to your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your dog's brother, your brother's dog. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Toodles.